This video is made possible by your generous support on Patreon.
Welcome everyone, it is John here, and today I am in the great city of Louisville, Kentucky, and I'm with my boy Tim from Breaking the Shell. And today we're at the site of what was once the Lakeland Insane Asylum. Now this place was open for over 100 years and was tore down in the 1990s. Now what's behind me is where it once stood. Now we're going to explore this area because there's a lot of really cool remnants, including a cave in the basement of one of the buildings and some old barns and stuff around here that's pretty cool to see. So guys, this is going to be fun, so follow us. As you look around, you see the overgrowth of where the once prominent asylum stood right here where you see all this overgrowth. This place was massive. As you see in the thumbnail picture, it looked like a big castle. But this is where it stood, right here. This was their man-made reservoir that they used to pump in fresh water to the asylum. And you can see they had this grate around here. I don't know exactly what this little part was used for. If it's maybe where they tried to filter or what, I don't know. But pretty cool nevertheless. This property is riddled with little Easter eggs like this old fire hydrant from way back in the day. I just love the way the older stuff looks. But there's tons of these around here hidden among the property. We were just over there where Tim is, and then over here's where their overspill with the water would go into this lake that gave it its name in Lakeland. Now this is the backside of where the asylum was, and back here somewhere used to be tunnels that went into this bank that they would bring the patients in along this back road and take them in this way and check them in the asylum. That's where they would discharge patients as well. There's another fire hydrant and what remains of a retaining wall, or maybe an entrance to one of those tunnels we was talking about. And it kind of looks like it would have been, and maybe they sealed it up. Let me know what you think down below. On the north side of the property, you see the remains of an old retaining wall here made what looks like it's made of limestone. It's really cool. Judging by the way the bank slopes up, we were standing in what was the basement level of the asylum. And you just get an idea of how massive it was standing here and just looking at the vastness of where it stood. It's pretty crazy, guys. I'm standing in what is a heavily used deer trail, and how I know that is if you see these deer prints tracks through here. It's pretty cool. It's inside here, it's a pretty good sized hole that goes deep. It's hard to see, but if you look back, there's another one right there. It's pretty cool. Approaching the south side of the property, which is just that way, we've walked about 3 football fields from over there to get to where we're at. This place was massive, and it just keeps going. Now that I'm on the southern side of what was the asylum, it looks as if this is like the shelf here where it would have been built. So I would assume that we're off of where the structure was and onto maybe a side yard or a courtyard, some of that nature. Or maybe there was another structure built here, but judging by the landscape here, that would have been the end of it. So about 3.5, 4 football fields long and as wide as a football field. And it was several stories high. Man, it's towered above all this. So it was a massive, massive structure, especially for its age. All right, guys, Tim has just found what looks to be an entrance to another tunnel that went under the asylum.
Found it.
And he found it.
This one's big enough to get in.
Really?
Yeah.
Uh-oh. So guys, go check his channel out to see this. Yeah guys, he actually found an entrance up there. So go check his video out. He is super excited. I'm not going to get through the brush just because I'm not going to try to enter it anyways, and I want y'all to go to his video to check it out. So, all right guys, so I'm talking to Tim, and it's always rumored that there were caves underneath Lakeland. He just proved it.
I just found it.
He just found the entrance to a cave that was right underneath the hospital, has pipes and stuff sticking out. So they used those caves for running pipes, for transporting patients, all kinds of stuff is what the rumors were. He just found it.
I'm so jacked up now.
He almost went into it, but it's a little dangerous to do today. We got other places to be, but we may.
That might be an option.
We might have to come back to that. Let us know down below. And go check his video out, guys, because I didn't go up there and film. I didn't want to crawl through all the brush. But let's go check out a legit cave. Follow us. Along this old chain link fence between the pond and the lake lies something pretty cool straight ahead. Let's go check it out. Little relic here. And just through here lies some pretty cool stuff.
Pipes and stuff and probably.
All right, guys, these steps lead us to a pretty cool location here on the property. A little janky, to say the least. We're going to try it here. This was the basement of one of the buildings that was rumored to be connected to the main building via a tunnel. It's pretty cool. We are now in the basement of one of the buildings. The ruins still remain. You see the old I-beams laying here.
Fresh water. Could this have been the building to pump station kind?
That's what I think this was, is kind of like their pump house.
Filtration and pump
Where
house?
they filtrated the water and everything.
Huh.
Good assessment, Tim. Here's some old railroad tracks here. So they apparently had some kind of train system that came into this to perhaps bring supplies and such. Looking at this weird recess in the ground, looks as if it may have been an old entrance, perhaps into the tunnels that led to the main building. Interesting. You notice these pipes, there's pipes coming out of the ground ever so often along this bank. And it has to be drainage or filtration for some kind of, oh, and you can see the way that's built. It's like a wall right there. I don't know if you can see it good through the camera, but it's like a stone wall that goes up. And then you have like this platform. I really think that was a tunnel right there, guys. I really, really think that was part of the old tunnel system. Guys, if you look right here, looking at this concrete and knowing what little I know about construction, I am 90% sure I'm staying on top of a tunnel, because there's like a drainage to keep water from seeping in, a concrete going around through here, and then there's this top, which would have been the top of the tunnel. I am very confident if I follow this, I may find another old entrance. Okay, right through the woods there, guys, Tim found another entrance to these infamous tunnels. So again, go check it out. All right, guys, here's Sauerkraut Cave. Look at this little gem. Another little entrance hole.
Dude, that goes for a while.
And it's got man-made brick.
Yeah, it goes for a while that way.
It goes, oh wow, let's go over and check it out. Just walk up.
Sauerkraut Cave.
Sauerkraut Cave. Huh. Gotta come here. Yeah, that opens up pretty big. Be careful, it's really muddy over there. Yeah. Guys, I'm gonna go ahead and say I'm not going in here. Let me hit night vision so you can see back in there a little bit. Now I will tag, or I will link the other video where I was here before in the description down below, so you can go. I went all the way back to, there's a tunnel over here that keeps going, and we explored this pretty heavily, but I got places to be and I don't want to be covered in mud, so we'll let that be. All right, guys, and I'm also seeing this, which is new, so I want to respect their laws on caves here. So, but I was in it before this sign was here, so go check it out. Links right down below. All right, guys. I'm really glad I came back here. I wanted to come back and do another video at the Lakeland Asylum, Sauerkraut Cave. I appreciate you watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed this video. Remember, if you want to support the channel, links are down below. Big shout out to Tim from Breaking the Shell for finding some pretty cool caves. Go check his video out because he filmed some really cool cave entrances I didn't go to. And it's pretty badass. So, till next time, guys, love you.